everybody, and welcome to Simply Chris. After some much needed peer pressure and lots of shoves in the right direction, I finally launched my YouTube channel. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright. So, for my first video, I decided to do a Q&A because what better way to introduce myself to the public than by having you guys in my business. All right, so I have a few questions here and let's do this. All right, so what is your full name and age? So my full name is Crystal Tia Van Duymen. The Van Duymen is Dutch. There's no big story behind it. There's no fancy tale to tell. It's just Dutch. And I'm 24 years old. What is your profession and what made you choose it? Okay, so I'm a physiotherapist and I was running from maths and any kind of numbers that I really hated, and I was doing biology in my first year at the university and I was miserable, and I heard about physiotherapy, and when I left school I wanted to be a dietitian, and I really don't know how I thought the two linked, but I'd like to say it's my calling because 4 years later, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. It's something that I really love doing. Okay, how tall am I? I am 5'8", 5'9", average height-ish. What is your plan for content on the channel? Okay, so this channel is basically here for me to be a creative. So covers, poetry, rap, original content, whatever my brain can formulate, I am gonna be posting it here every Sunday. That's the plan. I should say that that's the plan and not exactly the execution, so that people don't hold me accountable. But yes, that's the plan. Introvert or extrovert? Okay, so a lot of people think that I'm an extrovert, but I'm not. I'm very introverted. I like to keep to myself. I barely like humans, and my social clock is very limited. I get very tired very fast of interacting with people. I'm working on that, but I'd rather be home curled up binging on something or being caught up in a fictitious world where real humans don't exist. So there you go. What is your favorite food? Okay, so my diet consists of 3 staples: chicken wings, cheesecake, and ramens. I consider those things 3 food groups, and everything else, it doesn't matter outside of that. As long as I can get that every so often, I'm good. Alright. Who is your favorite artist and why? Okay, so my favorite artist depends on what we're talking about. So if it's music, it's going to be someone that makes me feel, someone that can make me think, someone who has range. So Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan, Jessie J, Her, Ari Lennox, just to name a few. In terms of poetry, Rudy Francisco and Alicia Harris are my 2 go-tos. If I'm feeling blocked, if I need to write, those are the 2 poets that I would shift to get inspired. Do I have siblings? Yes, I have two sisters. They're both younger than I am. All right. Favorite color and why? So I don't necessarily have a why, but my favorite color is black. I like black. I just like black. Black people, black clothes, everything black. I just like black. All right. Favorite band. Tank the Bangers. That's my go-to in terms of bands. I like Paramore. I think that's it. If I had a superpower, what would it be and why? Okay, so this question, I had to give it some thought, but I have crippling anxiety. So I think my superpower would be to know what people are thinking, so that when I step into a room, all the thoughts that I have of people hating me and talking behind my back or secretly judging me or something can be squashed or confirmed, so I can just run away and leave the scene. So yeah, to hear people's thoughts would be my superpower. What do you admire the most about yourself? My ability to overcome. I think that's what I admire the most about myself, because there's been a lot that I've gone through on my own, that I've grown from, that I've healed from on my own. And I like to think that I'm still sort of kind of intact. So that's my thing that I admire the most about myself. What's my biggest flex? Being black. That's my biggest flex. Being black and woman. Those are my biggest flexes. Honestly, I wake up every day and I get to be both. All right. Who is my biggest motivation? So my demons are my biggest motivation. Those things, those voices in my head that tell me that I can't, those voices in my head that tell me that I won't, are those things that push me to be better and do better and find things about myself that I really didn't know that I could do or that I could tap into. So that's my biggest motivation. All right, what age did you start singing? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was a little girl and I liked to sing, or as my mother likes to put it, I like to make noise. And that's what it is. The next question is, what drives you to sing? Emotions. It really is dependent on how I'm feeling. Singing was something that I would do to put me in a better mood or to make me feel happier. So I guess if I'm feeling sad, I'm more driven to sing. Do I think I can make singing a career? It's never been something that I wanted to make into a career because, like I said, I'm very passionate about what I do. But it's a talent that I've had that I'm looking to craft and mold and make better. So, how do you go about selecting songs to sing? It is heavily dependent first on whether or not I can hit notes, whether or not I can reach notes. All right. When did I first discover my gift? So this question wasn't specific as to whether or not it was poetry or music. So I've been writing to escape from a lot of things that I was dealing with when I was younger. So somewhere in high school, writing became an outlet, an escape. And in terms of singing, like I said before, really don't know when that became a thing. Why did you start YouTube? Okay, as I said before, a lot of peer pressure, a lot of positive pushes in the direction to start creating content on this platform. What do I hope to achieve? I just really want to get my content out there. I want people to hear me. I want people to see me. I want people to be able to relate. I want to make things to put persons in a good mood, to change their vibe, to make them feel better about themselves. Alright, then y'all really got in my business.
You're in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
Y'all wanted to know if I'm single. Yes, I am. I am single. Single. As Lizzo said, I put the sing in single. Why am I single? Because
See, what had happened at first was
you see what had happened was,
I don't know.
and then so to conclude,
Now, I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord.
yeah. Alright. Would you date a creative? Yeah. Why not? What's your ideal partner? Somebody that's God-centered, somebody that's driven, somebody that's funny, and somebody that can get my sarcasm, because I'm a very sarcastic person. I don't really have a long list because men of today's age, really, I don't have like a really high standard. I'm just like somewhere here, you know.
So tell me when you realized that the bar is way too low for
Have all his teeth, have some hair, dress okay, you know, not picky, you know. What is your type? I ain't got no type, you know. I really don't. It's really dependent on somebody who I can have an intellectual conversation with, somebody who I can click with and have very long conversations with. Has the potential to be somebody that I'm interested in. Chocolate or vanilla? Okay, so I asked if this person meant people or food. Now, in terms of food, I like vanilla flavored things. I have very little tolerance for chocolate flavored things. In terms of people, as I've been saying, I like black, so chocolate it is. Alright, do you throw away the bread if you burn it, or you just make it walk? Here's the thing, it all depends on how lazy I am. If there's time for me to cut the ends off of the bread, or, you know, scrape it off or whatever, great. If there isn't, it can gotta take the bim when I get in the $1 million. So here's the thing, the way my bank account is set up,
I'm not in a position where I can help you because the way that my bank account is set up.
it's not there yet. So if I don't have it, I can't give it to you. But soon, you know, God spare life. Advice for your younger self. I just tell her to not be so hard on herself. Thing you would really like to accomplish this year. So, I have a few things. I'd like to learn how to properly lay my edges. I've been natural for 2 years now, and my hair still just continues to fight me down. Ain't wanna give me breathe, right? That's one. Two, I'd like to learn to do my makeup. I'd like to accomplish just basics. I just want to know the basics. I'd also like to accomplish clear skin, cause again, it won't give me breathe. I'd like to produce one song. I want to put one song out there. I want to have a song on the radio, and I'd like to get abs. I ain't gonna show you how it look like right now, but it loading. It loading. Greatest achievement thus far. Living. Why do you think you exist? As cliche as it sounds, I exist to make a difference in the world. I don't know what that difference is, but I'm hoping that whatever talents or gifts that I have, I'm able to make an impact and I'm able to make a change and a difference in somebody's life. Even if it's just by making them smile or taking their mind off of something, I feel like that's my purpose or why I exist. And my last question, who is Crystal? Well, I would tell you, but then that would spoil you actually being able to find out. So that concludes my Q&A, and I hope you guys stick around and actually find out who Crystal is through my posts, whether it be my original content or my covers. I hope that I can share snippets of myself with you so that you guys get to know who Crystal is. So, peace out. Thanks for tuning in and see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.